What's good, everybody? This is Saber54 for our second match with Hisuian Decidueye and his Hisuian partners, his subordinates, in the mission to beat opponents without using any energies. This is definitely a very unique deck. I could only think of a handful of decks that never used any energies. Of course, the original Stormfront Gyarados deck from 2008 and basically that DP Hard Gold era and the Whaler deck, basically the Troll Whaler deck that appeared at the national champion at the national, what was it, like 2015, where Jason played it in a spectacular feature match. You can find it on YouTube, but I can't really think of many decks that don't use energies. Our deck is definitely one. Gonna use the Schoolgirl, get a few cards. Uh, I mean, didn't draw a Pokemon, but I suppose I am kind of set up for next turn. I've got the Candy, Hisuian Decidueye, and then the Incense to get Bibarel as well. I got two Bidoofs, so I should be able to get my draw Pokemon out effectively, and then we can just Marnie. So solid turn in my end. My opponent opened up with this Arceus V, and he also has a Drizzly there, using the frogs, I suppose. This is kind of worrisome because, I mean, Arceus, if he's used as a partner to power up different Pokemon, then I guess it's not super likely or guaranteed they're going to use cards like Dunsparce and especially the new Charon supporter. But if this is going to be like a mono Arceus deck, which Arceus is the main attacker, and then a bunch of support Pokemon like the frogs, then it could very well suck because, I mean, if my opponent uses the damn Charon, God, you got no chance. I mean, I'm relying on my foe to have damage so I can finish it off. If I just put some damage and then he just puts the Arceus back in the deck, then we can't do anything. We just lose. Yeah, we're out our opponent's mercy, basically. Okay, so everything went according to plan. He didn't Marnie or anything, so I get my stage 2 Pokemon out, I get my Bibarel out, and I can use, well, either Marnie or Skyla. That's an interesting decision to make. I mean, I wish I just could have set up an attacking Pokemon like Overquill or even Braviary to attack, just put some damage on the Arceus, but I guess he's running kind of slow too. He just has a grass energy on so far, and he has played at least 2 turns, so I guess he didn't get an attachment on the first turn, which I suppose it's good for me, but we're still kind of running slow ourselves. So get the Hisuian Quillfish out. Gonna draw 3 cards. Uh, as always with this deck, I mean, you gotta attack with the, I guess the foot soldiers of the Hisuian army here. Gotta use Braviary or Overquill first because this Ada can't do anything if our foe doesn't have damage counters. So decide to play down the Path to the Peak. I usually conserve my stadiums, but I'm thinking let's just play it. Hopefully, it just does something. If he evolves into Arceus VSTAR, he can't use the VSTAR power. Attaches the Turbo DC energy, and of course, he counters my damn stadium. You're just fucked if you play it. You're fucked if you don't. It just always pisses me off. Normally I just don't play it. I just keep away from my opponent to play a stadium. Then they never play a stadium. They use their abilities turn after turn after turn, and then you finally just play it, and then they get rid of it. Or just you play it when it's too late. They already used their abilities. They got their effects. Or you just play immediately, try to just stun them, and they just have the answer immediately. So it's just sad. It's just really sad. I guess I just can't be pissed off if he didn't play his stadium immediately too. It is what it is. So he's gonna get the ability, whatever. Get your 2 free cards, so that V-Star power is out of the way. And he has searched the Dunsparce, so as I feared, one of these annoying cards is in the deck. Maybe not so bad as Charon because if I get enough damage counters, I can still get the 2 KO on Arceus. We don't necessarily need to take advantage of the weakness, but it would have helped a lot. But it is going to suck though because Obviously, if I could have hit Arceus for weakness, it would have been much easier. 280 HP is still a lot. We need to have like 7 damage counters or something to get the job done. So I'm going to promote the Quillfish. Got the stage 1 in hand. We're going to use it. And let's just actually discard the Scoop Up Net. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and discard. The switching and Scoop Up cards are valuable, but maybe we can afford to discard like 1, I guess. Since I do have my attackers ready, it's not like I'm going to promote something to be stuck there. So if he does decide to just try and trap me with boss's orders or something, we still have outs. So I'm going to use the Skyla as well. What are we going to grab here? I guess Candy makes sense since I got the other stage 2. And we'll get that out next turn. Tormenting Poison. 50 damage to poison on the Arceus VSTAR, and if it sticks around, it's going to be 100. The problem is, since Arceus is the type of Pokemon that just gives you lots of energies when it attacks, I mean, he has a big advantage in this matchup. He can just switch and use the other Arceus so that he doesn't get the extra damage on. I mean, if Arceus is going to have 50 damage on, I just don't do the job with Hisuian Decidueye, even with the choice belt. So it's unfortunate. I couldn't use Breviary. It's probably going to be more important later than Overquill. Just do 90 damage since these guys have 3 energies on usually. He got a Beedrill out too and used that Archie / Maxi supporter wannabe. It's based on Archie and Maxi, that sort of effect. You got no hand and then you grab a Pokemon from your disc pile. I decided to pull Bibarel, actually. Okay, but he did retreat. Clever guy. That's unfortunate. I mean, if he kills off my Bibarel, I lose my draw power. I do have a few Pokemon to fall back on, so we can just keep attacking while we're going to try and set up another Bibarel. The annoying thing is that he switched. I really just wished he didn't. Gonna promote the Breviary this time, and maybe I should have promoted Quillfish, but I'm guessing he's gonna evolve into Arceus next turn anyway, so just might as well use the Breviary. Gonna grab 2 Bidoofs with the Rescue Carrier. Might as well play one down. Should I just, play the other one just in case he wants to pick on it. I've got the Incense for next turn. Grab the other Bibarel. So I'm kind of okay so far, but I mean, I'm pretty slow. Both of the Arceuses he has in play are hurt, so I guess if he doesn't do any healing shit and decide I attacks, I can just get KOs back to back. I wonder what he's gonna do though. Once again, the other one that has 50 damage, that's not gonna be enough. I'm probably gonna have to use Overquill to attack it again. He used Marnie, which is fine by me. I only had 2 cards in hand. It's gonna give me extra cards to draw. I do see the Incense again, so we're gonna get Bibarel out no matter what. I got Rufflet as well. If he gets a KO, I'll bench that. Breviary, man, it's just going to be key in this matchup. I mean, if only I attack with it from the start and I didn't use Overquill. I mean, no matter how you build this deck, you're going to be screwed no matter what. I mean, if you just try and favor Breviary, Hisuian Breviary instead of Overquill, if you play against a foe that only uses like 2 energies on their Pokemon or just no energies at all, then you can't do anything. And Hisuian Overquill is more reliable. But in this case, Breviary is better against Arceus. Anyway, Marnie minimizes hand. Hasn't used any of the annoying Charons yet, so hopefully we'd never see them. I've got the boss's orders in hand too, so that's good. Draw a card with Industrious Incisors, the Great Ball. Let's go ahead and use that. I can reveal a few things, but my bench is full either way. Let's get the Rowlet. And I'm going to get my first 2 prizes with this KO. He's down to 3 though. It's just too slow. And we're not going to be doing enough damage. on the Arceus with the other Decidueye. Okay, so he's going to promote the guy. I would like to say hopefully he doesn't see an energy, but I think it's very unlikely. He just needs like a regular energy. He doesn't even need like a DC. Just any energy will do. And of course, every time these guys attack, our stage 2 Pokemon die. This is just what really just pisses me off, man. This is a stage 2 Pokemon that I just go through the trouble to bring out, and it dies in one shot. I mean, God, man. Like back in the day, EX Pokemon would not be able to get one-hit knockouts on regular Pokemon so easily. And this is what annoys me. I mean, it's not like it's just this Arceus and no other Pokemon. Every freaking Pokemon can get a one-hit KO on these guys. 160 HP isn't shit. So he attached the DC, so he's not going to miss the attack. Gets another frog out, and I'm really starting to worry. I don't want to see Charon. I guess in this case, if he uses Charon, he can attack. I guess he could attack with the Beedrill there. I don't really know why that card is in here. I think it does something, so it must be like a tech. But I don't know if it's really necessary in this deck. Then again, I might be missing something. He's getting a little bit of recovery with the Ordinary Rod, and it's not really looking good for us. I mean, he's going to kill the Decidueye. He's going to be down to 2 prizes. I gotta use like Overquill. I can't just use anybody else. Decidueye just isn't going to do the job. Very unfortunate. It's either the Dunsparce or just extra damage that was needed. If only it wasn't the Dunsparce wasn't there. Play down the Rowlet and evolve into the Braviary. What am I going to do here? I guess attach the Choice Belt. If I attach it in the active, it's not going to do enough damage. It's going to be like 230. Use Marnie, hope for something, but his deck is just too consistent at this point. See a few things, but the important thing is that I'm not going to be able to get the KO, basically. So, Ordinary Rod. I guess put a Bibarel and a Decidueye back in the deck. In Sense, let's get the Bibarel. And I'll be able to draw even more cards. But I mean, what are we really looking for here? I guess a candy for next turn, but I'm not winning this game, man. I attack, I don't get the KO, he gets the KO, and then even if I do finish off the Arceus, I'm going to be down to 2. He's going to promote another Pokemon and just finish me off. He did recover the Arceus VSTAR in the deck. All he has to do is see them. He's got that other one almost ready to go. It's just unfortunate. But, I mean, you just get outpaced. No other way around it. I mean, maybe if I could have gotten a KO this turn on the Arceus. But, I mean, honestly, even if I did, you know, he's going to promote something, he gets a KO, then I got to use the Overquill again, and it's a 2 KO on the third one, so we just die no matter what. So he's just too slow, unfortunately. We're just too slow. If we can't get 2 hit KOs effectively, then we just can't win. Gets rid of my stadium, but at this point it doesn't really matter. He has everything he needs to win. Path to the Peak isn't going to make a difference. Arceus VSTAR on the bench is fully set up. He still has the active one here to get a KO. Just 180 damage. Easy 1-hit KO on a stage 2. Such a bitch, man. Such a bitch. And no matter what I do, I guess I can use the Braviary to finish this dude off. But then he's just going to finish me off again next turn. So it's going to be an L. We can't avoid it. But anyway, this was my matchup against Arceus, Mono Arceus at the very least, without any other attacking partners. Maybe in the future, if I play against a different Arceus VSTAR deck, we'll have a better chance. I don't know. It's not going to be easy. So get at least another VSTAR KO. So we came a bit close at the very least. Got 4 prizes. I mean, not quite good enough, but better than getting fully humiliated, I guess. So gonna take the L. It's gonna finish me off, Trinity Nova, and it's game over. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What